Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another recap of Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 6, Episode 21, Lose to Win. So yeah, I already know this episode was a little bit intense, but it was just like, right now they're just dragging their feet. So as y'all know, Gary, Misery Loves Company, he had to bring Hayden into his mess. So he basically lets Hayden know that he hired a PI to do some investigation on Hayden's girl slash fiance Tamara, and he lets him know that that Fatima was behind it and that Fatima's cousin hired her to do all this work and stuff like that. So now he was just like, "You're miserable, Gary. Like, you need to let it go. Step off my property or whatever." He was like, "Fine, whatever." When this stuff hits the fan, just know, like, And then he was like, "Yeah, you gotta also find another tax attorney." Like, okay, things about to get real, but we'll see. So after Hayden takes the envelope of information into the house, he lets Tamara know, like, "Listen, do you know somebody named Fatima?" And she was like, "Who? What? What are you talking about?" "Oh, that girl at your office." She was like, "Yeah." And then she basically playing it up like she ain't no Fatima. And then Hayden was like, "You need to sign this prenup." She was like, "Tup, not gonna happen. I do not know Fatima, but you are a small, simple-minded man, and I'm basically going to take you for everything you got. I know how this works. I know some lawyers. I basically had slept with them to get what I want. So that's just what it is. And I'm going to need for you to dead this, go to work, and make our money because you know I need that." And what did he do? He basically looked her up and down, took the paper off the table. Well, she walked away. He just like, and he went to work. Like, she basically ate him up and shut him down at the same time. Like, I was like, "Okay, Tamara, I see how this going." And that's the crazy thing, because Fatima warned her that in the beginning when they did get married, like, this was gonna happen. And look what happened. But with the help of Gary, nobody asked you. You should have just kept his business out of that. Like, let people be happy. Just because you're miserable and you messed up your relationship, that's on you, brother. But anyways, moving right along. So Fatima and Zach are supposed to meet up with Wesley. And in regards to Michael, Wesley tells them, like, it didn't go good. Basically, the judge wasn't trying to hear anything. They had to go. And it kind of seemed like the judge was kind of like playing under the table, because you know how people know stuff and they just let it slide. So it's kind of like he probably knew about the abuse, but since it's not really documented, it's like whatever, it's swept underneath the rug. So basically Zach was like, "Yeah, I already knew this. Like, y'all don't got enough information, and basically all the evidence needs to be recorded so that we can just put it into the thing." And Wesley was like, "Yeah, that is true." So basically Zach was kind of in his feelings. I can honestly understand, because he wants the best for his son. He wants to make sure he's good and whatever, because all the abuse that's being said is like, why are y'all not doing nothing? It's like nobody want to everybody's dragging their feet, not trying to find a resolution to the situation. So now Fatima and Zach was like, "Okay, yeah, we know what we gotta do." Fatima was like, "Yeah, Wesley, thanks for everything. Let me know if anything changes or whatever." He's like, "Yeah, sure, we'll do." Zach apologized for his behavior, and basically Zach and Fatima trying to do everything that they can to get Michael out of that home. And they was like, "All right, we're going to have to take this into our own hands." So I guess that's just what they're going to have to do. Moving right along, we got Sabrina meeting up with Miss India so she could try to get her job back. Basically, Miss India said, "Oh, you're going to get your job back. Everybody know how you got down, but you're going to move to the downtown district branch." And basically, she was like, "So what about Maurice?" Miss India was like, "So what about Maurice? Like, so far, he's the reason why this stuff went down. And plus, I've been getting complaints about his work ethic and schedule, stuff like that." Which I totally understand, because we already seen how Maurice was towards the customer. So I kind of feel like he kind of got what was coming to him. Either way you look at it, he was probably going to lose his job regardless. Regardless if that cute incident happened or not, he was going to lose his job. And I can kind of see how Sabrina wants to have his back, but at the same time, he's an adult. He made them choices. Now he gotta live with them. Like, you can't always baby them and like pacify them to get where they need to get to. You can't hold their hand. They're not children no more. Like, you gotta grow. You want to be a grown up, you gotta live with the consequences of your actions, whether your mouth puts you in there or not. You gotta live with the consequences. That's just how that goes. So I can see where Sabrina felt sorry for him. Like, I felt sorry for him. But at the still time, you made your bed. Now you gotta lie in it. Suffer the consequences. Okay? It is what it is. Okay? And then you also gotta think of, if they know his history, all they gotta do is call the bank, and the bank will be like, nope, and he's not gonna never get another job in the banking industry. Like, what in the world? You didn't think that through? But anyway, so Miss India was trying to talk to her like, listen, you could tell Maurice about what's going on because we was going to, but why? What's the point? So she went inside for her to get a coffee, and then she started talking to her about how things go at the district, at the other branch downtown, and then she got demoted to an assistant manager. So yeah. See, God, you can't always trust everybody that's in your company. So moving right along, what else? Hayden goes to work and he basically confronts Zach and Fatima like, you know what's up with Tamara, and like, what are you talking about? Hayden, no, Zach was about to go ham on Hayden again, 2.0, and Fatima was like, nah, you can't do that. I'm calm. But the next, Andy comes in right in the nick of time, like with her little bumblebee outfit on, looking cute. Okay, and she basically like, get out of here. And Hayden went on to his office, and they was just like, yeah, I don't know what the heck is going on. And then Fatima was like he figured it out, like he must have known about the girl. And then Andy was like, Fatima, yeah, but he need to stay away from me. Like, I don't got time for this, not today or whatever. He just need to stay away from me, and that's just what it is. So eventually they went on about their way. Fatima sent Zach home. Andy finally met up with Jordan. It was already lunchtime at that time. That's crazy. So Jordan and Andy went out to lunch somewhere close by her office. They sat down, started talking. Jordan wanted to talk to her about, Penelope trying to talk to Andy. She was like, yeah, I understand. I'm still trying to process it myself. I'm still going through it. Like, I would talk to her, but just not right now. He was like, yeah, that's cool. So they eventually had a good lunch day. And then he also decided to take her out for dinner, which is cool. So after that, whatever, they finished. Andy gets back to the office. And Penelope's there. She was like, hey, Andy. And she was like, hi. I was like, I just told your brother that I would talk to you, but just not right now. She's like, I know, but I just want to know, like, get this out in the open because, I have dates and stuff, and I just want to make sure everything is, like, copacetic and lines up. So she's like, all right, cool. We can go talk somewhere else. Just in the nick of time, Gary telling me, like, oh, you're going somewhere? And it's like, oh, snap. Karen, she goes to meet up with Brian at the new place. He was like, yeah, this is a lot cheaper. We could probably be done in 4 months. Basically, he's want to help her in her situation. He don't know if she's doing by herself, which she is. And he want to offer his support to her with the help of his wife. And he was like, you kind of sound good like my mom. Like, she was working all these jobs. She was doing it by herself. She raised me and my brothers. And yeah, basically, he wants the best for Karen, but Karen, I don't think Karen's thinking like that. She probably thinking that he want her, but he just trying to help her out because, everybody can use a little help. So that was that. They had a little moment, whatnot. Sabrina, she goes to Marie's house. She lets him know, like, listen, I got my job back, but they don't want to hire you back. Like, you know how Maurice is with his mouth. So he was like catty with her. He's like, listen, it is what it is. Then he's talking about he gonna sue. Sue them for what? you put yourself in that predicament, so you ain't gonna get no money. And Sabrina was trying to tell him, like, listen, just let it go. It is what it is. You could probably work somewhere else. He was like, no, that's not what's gonna happen. We gonna see. Moving right along, Tony wants to go on a date with Danny. Danny basically tells Tony that her and Preston are done and stuff like that. And they set up a date for later on that night to go out and have fun and talk and get to know each other by themselves. So after that, what's the heck? Danny calls Sabrina. Sabrina's still at Maurice's house, and she basically lets her know what's up with her job and Maurice and stuff like that. And then Danny felt bad because Maurice don't got a job no more. But at the same time, Danny gets a message on her phone and it's just like, this ninja was married. And it was like, oh snap, who's that Preston? Yeah, all hell about to break loose now. Like, oh my gosh. And then now, Hayden got back to the job. Him and Gary are talking. Next Penelope and Andy are talking. Then Fatima comes out. She was like, what are they doing here? And they was like talking about you. So, yeah, this episode is about to go for a turn for the worse next week. I can't wait. And then we're going to go into season 7. Season 7 seems like it's going to be so much great. Like, season 6 was kind of a doozy. Like, it was kind of downish. But season 7 seems like it's about to be where it's at. Yes, new changes, new hairdos, new relationships and stuff like that. And then it shows that for next week's, Danny gets kidnapped, I guess, by her car at the airport. I don't know if it's like something to do with Tony or something to do with Q, but yeah, she gets kidnapped. A lot of stuff is being said. Penelope and Andy, Zach and Fatima go pay Heather a visit. It's about to go down. Oh my God, y'all stay tuned because I got y'all. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this recap. Hopefully, it wasn't too all over the place. Hopefully, I didn't miss anything. But if I did, let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.